Hey guys, my name is Stephen Bully and I'm here today to talk to you about fishing. It's a hobby that I've been doing for pretty much my entire life at this point. I'm not exactly an expert at it, but it is something that I would love to have more time for. School kind of prevents me from getting out to the waterways. Let's head out to the lake. Fishing is a sport for everyone. Its low cost of entry is appealing to any budget. For less than $100, you can get a line, a pole, your hooks and tackle. You can find them at Walmart, sporting goods stores, bait and tackle stores. You can get it off of even Facebook Marketplace. Make sure you get your fishing license. It's very important. If you don't have it, the DNR can give you fines. And those fines can be steep and they can include jail time or they can include having your gear taken away from you. The $28 that you use to purchase your license goes towards conservation efforts from the DNR and research programs used to protect fish, birds, mammals all over the state. There's lots of different ways to fish. You can go out with a line and tackle. You can go out with a net. You can go out with a spear, a bow, and an arrow. Fishing, by definition, is actually the taking of any bounty from the water, which might include pearl farming, magnet fishing. It can mean just having a fish farm. But knowing that, how long have people been doing it? Humans have been fishing for literally thousands of years. The oldest known fishing hook found was carbon dated to around between 23,000 and 16,000 years BC. The oldest bones from fish found at that same site were actually 42,000 years old, and those were of non-pelagic species, which means that they weren't native to where they were catching them at. So people have been going out to sea, catching fish for longer than most people have any idea that history has been taking place, at least modern history. It's still not a perfect art. There's lots of different things that can factor into a good day on the water or a bad day. Weather, water temperature, the fish's appetite, the water clarity, and whether or not you ate bananas that day. It's considered bad luck to eat bananas, so don't do that before you go out. Trust me, I've tried it. I didn't catch anything. People have different motivations to go fishing. A long time back, people used to have to go to the lake to provide food for their families, be it for a day, a week, a month, a whole season. Or they used to go out to the lake to catch fish to sell at the market. Industrialized fishing practices aren't very common anymore here in the Great Lakes. People tend to feed their families by going to the grocery store now or growing their food in their gardens. Another reason why people go fishing, though, is to trophy hunt. They're going out for the biggest fish that they can get their hook set into. Some people go out just for the thrill of it, and I'm one of the people that goes out just for the thrill of it. I'm just going out to spend my time at the water and maybe catch something if I'm lucky. There's lots of different ways to fish and different things you can use to fish. You can use a pole with a line, a hook, a sinker, a bobber, and a worm. You can use live baits to attract fish, and live bait doesn't include just worms. That's chicken gizzards that have been rotting in the sun. That's bits of corn. That's bread balls. That's leeches. It's minnows. And fish will come and inspect your bait based on the scent alone. Hard baits are a little bit harder to fish with, and that includes spoons, spinners, this guy right here, which is what we call a rapala. and it's all about presentation. When you retrieve your bait after you cast it out, you can engage a fish's feeding response based on the way how fast you're reeling it in, how slow you're reeling it in, if you're jerking it around, if the presentation looks good, if the colors are bright, if there's sound and vibration in the water. You can draw a fish into strike, and when a fish does strike, you have to set the hook. And setting the hook isn't just at the immediate moment of strike. You have to let the fish take the bait and then go with it and actually tug at your line. That's when you set your hook. And you do that by snapping your reel back, and then you reel the fish in. Some of the benefits of fishing. Fishing has many positive effects for your body and for your mind. Challenging yourself to do something new is fun and rewarding. Why not give it a go? Benefits to your physical body include vitamin D from sunlight, which can help you in a lot of different ways. It's great for your bones. It's great for the cell membranes in your body. It's also fantastic for regulating your body's melatonin levels and your sleep cycle. So if you suffer from insomnia, getting out in the sun is great for you. In certain conditions, it can help improve your balance if you wear waders out into a stream, or if you do surf casting on the shore of a lake or an ocean. If you go fishing from a kayak or a boat, it can help improve your sense of balance. Your equilibrium does deteriorate as you get older. So keeping up with it is harder to do. Benefits to your mind and mental state. It can help reduce stress. It can be a teacher of patience and resilience. Feelings of success can boost self-esteem, and it can also help reduce depression. All of these things tie together. Being outdoors, sunlight can help reduce depression. The success you feel when you catch a fish can boost your self-esteem. Being near water does have calming effects on a lot of individuals. And having to do the same repetition of task with the amount of focus that fishing takes can be a teacher of patience. There's a lot of different species to catch in Michigan. We alone have 154 species in our state. Most anglers' efforts focus on catching around 30 species of game fish, and those fish range in size from about your hand to sometimes over 6 feet in length. It's always good to keep needle-nose pliers or hemostats on hand when you go fishing, as some of these fish do have smaller jaws, like pumpkin seed fish or bluegill or perch. And when they bite your bait or your hook, they can swallow it and it can damage their organs or potentially kill them. Being able to safely remove that can ensure their survival and make sure that you feel good about what you're doing as well. A lot of the game fish on here, the muskie, can grow as long as I am tall, which is around 5.5 feet, 6 feet tall. Well, I'm 6'2", but I've never come across a muskie that big. Most people catch yellow perch, bluegill, and pumpkin seed fish in large numbers near shores and banks. And a lot of these larger fish you can find out in the middle of the lake. But you won't know unless you go. So I challenge you to try something new. Go out there and give it a try if you haven't. Take your kids, take your friends, have a great time, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. Thank you for your time, guys. Really appreciate it.